Alright, so this is actually going to be for the back, while this was actually for the front. I made mistake because there was not enough, I didn't give enough space. So that was why I actually have to redraft the back bodies again, the front bodies again, and this is going to be the back bodies. So now that we are going to the back bodies for the mermaid illustration, as we all know, we are still folding our fabric. We are still going to fold our fabric into two, as we all know. So what we are going to do is that I'm going to draft out my first 2 inches allowance from my first two zip allowance from it. That's my zip illustration. I'm drafting it out of it first. That's what I'm doing right now. Please make sure you are straight as even more than this. So this will remain the waistline, the hip line, the new length, and still the full length. So now that I'm done drafting it out, this is going to be the back side. Like this is going to be at the zipper side. So let me even indicate it so that you understand what I'm saying. So this is going to actually fall at the zipper side, while this is going to actually fall for the flay side. So what I'm going to do, right, I can't leave the back side as this. I'm working from the new length. I'm going to be working from the new length. The new length is going to determine, from the new length, I'm going to now determine how I actually want the mermaid, how full you want your mermaid skirt to actually be. From the new length, I'm going to be drafting it out more. As you can see, I'm drafting it out more, as much as you want it. So from there, I'm going to be connecting it directly. I'm going to be connecting it to the full length of the. I'm going. Sorry, this is just a board illustration, so it has to be very. Yeah, yeah. We're almost getting it there. So from this is it. So it depends on how full you actually want it to be. It depends on how full. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to be cutting this side out because it must has a contour. When we talk about a mermaid, it must has a contour at the back in order to give it that fitting. That contour is just very small. You can make it very. It must have some contour at the back. Yeah. So once we give it that contour, we can now um draft it straight to the new line. So that's the essence of contouring, like you bring out to the hip side, shaping out of it. So this is actually for the back side. If you have a curve, why not? You can actually use your curve for it. But if you don't have a curve, you can actually use your normal illustration. So once we are done doing that, you still measure your 4 inches as usual again. You measure your 4 inches. You see, so you still measure your 4 inches, and after you're done, you're not going to start drafting it out how you want the pencil, how you actually want the skirt to actually be. So all this is now based on you. Sorry, I'm just using a free hand. So from there you can now draft out your full illustration. I'm just using free hand for it. Let me redraw it very well so that to come out well. So from there you can now draft it out and the way you actually want it to be. So this is just a full illustration of how a mermaid skirt. Let me even make it there. So this is how a mermaid skirt illustration should actually look like. This is a board illustration. I have made the paperworks illustration, and I decided that I should make a board illustration. Whichever way you can actually use it to learn. If you can learn with this, that's fine. If you can learn with the paper illustration, that's also fine. So thank you for watching my video to the end. Mary Secrets. Don't forget to comment, like, and